Okay, so let's do some unit conversions. So let's start out. 1 gallon is how many cubic feet? So this is where we're probably going to have to look up some conversion factors, but if you go to your NICE engineering manual, you can look up and go, okay, well, 1 gallon is going to be 1337 cubic feet. Okay, that one's pretty easy. Well, let's look at a gallon per minute is how many cubic feet per second. So let's write this down, 1 GPM, or gallon per minute. Now I write out my units like this so we can cancel them out. And actually I do it a lot for what we're about to do right now. This is unit conversions. So 1 gallon per minute, I want to get rid of the minute. So 1 minute is 60 seconds. Minutes will cancel out. I'll be left with gallons per second. And I also haven't changed my equation because 1 minute is 60 seconds. And then we have our gallons in cubic feet. Well, we know that 1337 cubic feet is 1 gallon. So the gallons will cancel out. So now you can see I'm left with cubic feet per second. And I just multiply that through 2.23 times 10 to the negative 3 cubic feet per second. Now, I just want to point something out here. I use engineering shorthand notation. So e to the negative 3, this is the same thing as saying 2.2 times 10 to the third cubic feet per second. But by using that e to the negative 3, it just is quicker to write. So the last thing we got is 1 pound is how many, 1 pound per square foot is how many PSI. PSI stands for pounds per square inch. So let's write that one out. And actually, I'm going to sit here and box these because we've been talking about you're supposed to box answers so you guys know what the answers are. So let's do that. 1 pound force per foot squared. Now, I leave that F in there because since we do have to worry about pound mass, we want to have LBF instead of just LB. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I'll see a student do is they'll sit there and go, oh, it's foot squared, I'm just going to multiply by 12. Well, that doesn't really work because if you look at it, you got 1 foot, divide that by 12 inches. So I have the feet will cancel out, but only 1 foot will cancel out. If you go and solve this, what are you going to be left with? Well, you're going to have pound force as 1 foot cancels out, foot times inch. And that's not what we're going for. So what we're going for is we want inches squared. So we have to either do 1 foot over 144 inches squared, or you can just do that and square the entire thing. And so now 1 foot squared is 12 squared inches squared. So we're going to get that. And so what we're going to be left with is 1 over 144 pounds force per inches squared.